Welcome to our Thursday afternoon weekly member call slash webinar. I am Jill DeWitt. This is Steve Jack Butala. We are Land Academy. I am saying that because half of the group here is in a closed Zoom environment. Those are our members, and the call is going to go long. This is for our members, but for a little while now, we've been kind of testing, opening it up in the beginning to the planet. So others can join in and see what we're about, what Land Academy is about, what kind of what we're doing here.
About the first 15 minutes of each column, it's working out really well.
Yeah. I want to say that's funny. The note just popped in, but we're here. I bet it would be a different note. Okay, got it. Is it just me or are we kind of quiet? Oh, thank you, Mike. You are correct.
Very
Mike.
quiet. Should be better now. Helps to turn it on.
One of us is in charge of audio, video. Thank you. Oh, that's good. Okay, so let me repeat. Hi, I'm Jill DeWitt, and this is Steve and Jack Butala. We're Land Academy. Welcome. If you're watching somewhere on social media, you get to be with us for a few minutes every week right now while we just kind of test this. But this is our normal get together with our members. We always have a Thursday call where we go over deals, talk about current events. Not current events, but like
Not this week.
not those kind of current events. But we talk about
Real estate related
yes,
events.
that's what we talk about. Things that are important to us in our business and buying and selling land and all the other great things that we're working on. So funny. I was gonna say it's like gosh, I want to say it's almost a summer day for us where we are kind of Pacific Northwest part of the country is where we are. And I was gonna say too, congratulations. We all got our boring rash commercials back and Arby's and fill it in. So we can all safely turn on the television and not be bombarded by yuck.
Yay.
That's exactly what happened last night. We were somewhere and we were out having a drink after dinner, and Jack goes, I just saw, he's like, you can't help but be distracted by a TV across the room. And Jack's like, I just can't believe this rash commercial. It was disgusting. I can't even look at the TV because of this rash commercial. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's 10 times better than what we have been watching. So I'm like, you need to enjoy that rash commercial, buddy. So yeah. Wow, and it's so great in Phoenix. Good. I am glad. We'll see you someday in Phoenix. So all right, so I'm gonna hand it over to Jack. Jack's got some stuff to talk about.
Let's take this question.
Yeah, okay. So I have a question. I don't know if this came from Discord or if it came from the planet. So I want you to know too, if you have some questions and you want to put it in YouTube or Facebook or where you're watching, or you can send it to our team at support@landacademy.com. It might make it right here. So feel free to do it. So.
Yeah, if you're in the Land Academy group, please, the public can't see your Q&A questions, so please load them up.
Drop them in.
We know, Jill and I know how to gauge our time with this hour and a half here.
There we go.
The earlier, the better.
Good. Okay, so here's what came in to us. It says, I've been talking to your incredible team, and I'm so excited to be officially joining Land Academy on November 21st. After I return from a month-long vacation.
Good for you.
You talk so much about the power of partnership. That's great. But how the heck do I find someone? I'm absolutely a jack in this business, data analyst by day, and I honestly get nervous on the phone. It seems crazy to me that I'll be able to find someone who will want to talk to sellers if I handle all the data. Where do I even start? Marcus L.
This is a huge topic. It was the topic of the Land Academy Career Path alumni call yesterday or 2 days ago on Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of every month.
Monday. Sorry. I didn't mean to correct you. I'm sorry. Close enough. I don't want to confuse everybody, but go ahead.
So this is a big topic in the career path that we're running right now, and the career path monthly call, let's call it. And I'll tell you, I've been saying this for years. We are all of us here, one partnership away from making tens of millions of dollars a year. And I'm proof of that. So, I was going along in life, buying and selling land pretty successfully. And I met Jill, and we socially met first, but then just inevitably started working together because she was so much better at it than I was. And, I'm proof that, geez, I bet we make 5 to 8 times the money that we did back then. So,
Good.
uh, I wish I had a straight answer. Go here, do this, and do this, but I don't. It's like meeting the person that you're going to spend your life with. It's very difficult. It's way more difficult than I thought at the beginning of when I started. The truth is, this is probably Jill's probably my fourth or fifth, maybe fifth or sixth business partner, not for this position, but just in other businesses and real estate and all along the way. And it's life changing. We're looking for Jill and I are very actively looking for a business partner for us, not to do what I do or what she does, but some other stuff for in improving property, physically improving property like a general contractor type, and it's really challenging, very challenging. So the best thing that I can recommend to you and truthfully to me, the advice that I give myself is get on the phone, meet as many people as you can, interview people, talk to people. Don't necessarily interview them for the position that you're talking about, but just get to know them, just to say hello and we have a job right now that we're working on. We're improving a property, and I talk to 2 or 3 contractors a week, and it's sad and disappointing. The vast majority, well, almost all of the time. So, but if I do it enough times, it's just like sending out mail. You're going to find the right partner. So, good luck.
Also within our group, it's really easy to meet people. That's
Yeah.
for me, it's even easier within the group, like here and in Discord and all the stuff where we communicate because they know what you know, and that you're not going to have to train this person on what you're doing with land here. It's just there's someone in there I know that needs a data person. I am sure of it. We even have a separate thread in Discord for you to help out with that.
I love your last sentence here. It seems crazy that I can be able to find somebody who actually wants to talk to people on the phone. I felt the same way 15 years ago. I could never, I didn't think that there was anyone in the world that wanted to be a customer service slash sales slash just, a personable social person. That's what it takes. I just didn't think it existed. I thought that everybody was actually doing that. They just couldn't get a job as an accountant. So they were forced to be in sales or customer service. And to some degree, that's sort of true in certain industries, not in real estate.
Mhm.
I think it's a lot easier. This is my opinion because I'm a data person. I think it's easier to find a data person than it is to find a salesperson. But what do you think? I could do it. I've did it for a lot of years. I just didn't know how amazing results could be with somebody who's it's in their soul.
I have to say, I don't know. Because I don't want to poo-poo how bright you are and the talent and what goes into what you do.
It's too late.
But what? No, no, no. And I need to apologize for correcting you because you know what? I corrected him and then I realized I'm
I
wrong.
know.
I am
It's Tuesday,
wrong.
man.
I'm like, what the heck? I was thinking of career path. I heard career path. I didn't hear career path alumni. So ignore me, listen to him. So, and I shouldn't have corrected you anyway. And I formally apologize. So, but it is hard to find someone to talk on the phone. So if I had to choose between the two, because you know what? I've tried to hire a me, can't do it.
Hey, just by asking this question,
Yeah.
he's already got a potential partner with Eric
Oh,
right in the Q&A. I don't know if
oh,
well, the public can't see it, but this is what Glen Academy is all about, bringing
yeah.
people together. We had the second installment of Career Path on Monday, and
Whatever he said, yes.
that was the biggest benefit to being involved in this is Career Path 10. It's the 10th time we've done it, is people becoming partners with each other.
Yeah.
It's a great way to meet very like-minded
Mm-hmm.
people in a really specific business. So great question.
Housekeeping, housekeeping, coming events. All right, we have every day around 2 in the afternoon Pacific time, our Monday through Friday, our podcast drops. So it's kind of funny. We did 7 days a week in the beginning, then we went to five, and then for a year or so we did one. Nobody liked that. So we're back to five. So for your listening pleasure, or you're helping the children fall asleep at night.
Yes.
There you go.
Or yourself.
Yes, or you. That's right. Career Path 10, of course, is happening right now every Monday. Um, LA Pro office hours. Next one is on the 14th. Cool. And of course, this call every week. Except we'll be taking a break over Thanksgiving. We'll keep you posted on that.
A couple of good questions in the chat here, Joe, before we move on to the news.
Okay. Matthews. Oh, that goes along with that. You want me to hit it right now?
Sure.
Okay. So Matthew wrote, "Hey, I'm sending out my first mailer. Is 3,200 units are going out. Yay. Oh, just so I can plan. How long between approval and the letters hitting the mailboxes? Oh, just like when you say yay, because I think when you say yes, you know better than I do.
Yeah.
Is in like 24 hours it gets in the mail.
Yeah. 24 to 48 hours. Really, it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
Probably less than that. I know it's less than that right now for offers. If you're going through offers to owners, once it gets into the mail and you've confirmed that, you have about 7 days, depending on where you're mailing it. If you're
Right.
mailing it to like New York City, it's going to be a lot slower, but you're not doing that. So, the average is about 7 days. What I do every single mailer is I sneak myself in the mailer.
Oh yeah, put one into you and see when you get yours.
So next time, just put one right into yourself, and when you get it, the phone's gonna blow up
Yep.
if it hasn't already by then.
There you go. And that time, if you do it, Matthew, if you do this right, and now you have a system and mail goes out every 2 weeks, you only have that lag time once because now you're in a routine. I know when the mail,
Mhm.
so while that mail is going out, be working on the next
Yeah,
mailer and be ready for the phone to ring. Like maybe have a title company lined up. Maybe have a logo, what you mailed. You mailed for 5 acres in, XYZ County. So maybe have an agent and somebody kind of standing by that you already kind of talked a little bit, and you can call them when you want to and have them give their input on a property.
the key is just to keep the steam moving, and at some point, if you send out 3,200 and each time ish in a consistent schedule, I can almost guarantee you that at some point within the first 6 months, you're going to stop it because you have too many deals and the volume is there's just too much. So, and that's what you want. That is the ultimate goal. And then take whatever your cycle is, take one of those cycles off,
Mm.
but make sure you pick it back up when it starts again, and you'll have plenty of deals. Forget about the money. If I read somebody in Career Path say, I do this too. When I'm done with the mailer, I add the column up in Excel
Oh
before
yeah.
I send a mailer out of all of the offers you're sending out. And it's like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah. If everybody wrote back
So
yes,
we had a guy in
how
Career
much
Path,
would that be?
just flipped out because he's like, I'm not going to be able to deal fund this much. And so don't worry. Don't even think about the money and how much you're sending out. It's a little crazy the first time you notice it.
It is. That's funny exercise. You're right.
Okay. Oh, here's one.
Okay. I'm gonna throw this in here too. And I appreciate this is good because um what we've been talking about too. So I mailed up to 75 acres. So I definitely
Yeah.
don't have the cash to cover 3,200 of those. You know what? For the good ones that come through, if if everything goes great, Matthew, and you need to buy 5 of them because they're that awesome, there are 5 of us that would help you out. Do not worry.
We're uh we're working on an improvement project right now, and when it all kicks in, and it will here soon, it will in the spring for sure. We're going to need a partner. There's that much money involved,
Yeah,
which I
cool.
think is great. We've done it before, and it's great.
Mm.
We had a greatest silent partner for years and years and years, and then he finally retired, unfortunately. But I talked to that guy maybe 4 times in my entire life. I bet we did 80 deals with him.
Mm.
Just a beautiful partnership. Talk about finding the right partner. Sometimes the right partner just zips it.
That's what I love. I have to warn people. I'm like, look, if you want to, for me, for the person, the good news is I am not going to nag you anything. The bad news is I'll be over here. Call me when it sells.
Yeah.
You know,
Or just
all
mail a
right.
check. You don't even need to call me that.
Annoy you. Yeah, you got this. All right. Richard said, my brain is having a problem adapting to the new higher prices over the last 3 years. It is interesting, right? $4,000 to $5,000 an acre retail in my areas are now $20,000 retail an acre. My brain is always fighting me to pay more even though it's, still, less than 30% of retail. True.
So why is that? Why not your brain? Because I understand, but why have prices gone up so dramatically in the last year? Jill and I just looked at this in light of an investment, a property that we're considering buying. And so I think there's inflation. There's the market is readjusting itself primarily over two things. The first is it's coming back down to reality after COVID,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of adjustment, especially in these small towns that we're working in now, from the trickling effect of short-term rentals. It's a lot of them are being banned, or the industry's just changing.
That's
The
true.
legislation is now finally catching up with the fact that people who live next to a short-term rental aren't happy with it, and so they're voting that way.
Yeah.
And so if those short-term rentals made a $500,000 house and an infill lot next to it, $100,000 infill lot worth twice as much.
True.
So we're seeing all the stuff come back down to reality, not to mention a completed election.
Yeah.
So I don't like, you want to hear something really depressing, Richard?
Oh no.
When I started this in Arizona in the mid 90s, late 90s, I would send out offers for 5 acre properties for $500. That was and then I would sell them for 1500. That was my whole business for a lot of years. And it was every time I sent a mailer out, I'd buy 20 properties. You remember that? It wasn't
Uh-huh.
quite like that when you came along, but it was
But I
close to
saw,
that.
I'm looking at it, I'm seeing the completed sales in our database and what's going on. I'm like, holy cow.
And those same properties
Yeah.
uh now, oh my gosh, it's what you've experienced.
Mhm.
It's $500 for 5 acres. It's like homestead times,
Mhm.
literally like homestead times. But
Yeah. They'd never seen anything like that before. They never got a letter.
so that said, we make more money now than
True.
I ever made on my own doing that. Just starting out with that.
That's good.
Not even a comparison, actually.
True.
Let's look at what's happened this week in real estate, big picture real estate scenario. Median listing prices remain flat, -1%. This is this most recent week ending over last year week ending. And then these are the trailing weeks, 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago. And this is a year to date. These numbers are the same. What I'm looking for is some type of drama or change. I halfway expect and sort of hope that next week we're going to see some change in the right direction. We have so much inventory sitting on just sitting on the market. I also hope that I hope the market reacts within 30 to 60 days with mortgage rates going down. They continue to go up, even though the Fed has reduced interest rates, which is very strange. So that's why we look at this every week. This is interesting news. New listings are down. They were up. They're up year to date. They had some bad data this week. So this is noteworthy.
That's a 5% swing. I bet everybody's not listing like this close to election. I'm gonna hold off
Or it could
or
be the end of the
something.
year too. Yeah, I agree. This should adjust for the end of the year,
Mm.
but it is something to watch. Less listings is good. It's better than more listings. We need to flush out this existing property. Active listings, it's flat. This might as well be just this all the same. I want to take a few minutes and look at this tool because every time I open it, we're looking at it in a career path. It amazes me. They just put this banner up, or at least I guess I just noticed it, but you can put any zip code up here and it'll tell you active listings. It'll tell you year over year, what if that number's higher or lower. Median listing prices year over year, they're down. Days on market for the zip code only. This is Seattle. Jill and I own a bunch of investment property in the zip code. Days on market 61. That's really high for the zip code. 36% year over year, as evidenced by that. Active listings are up, and median listing prices 20% more year over year.
That's wild.
This is kind of like a cheat.
It's like a little ticker.
It's a cheat for the big data set that we use to complete the red, green, yellow test. That's all it is. It's drawing from that database. Visualize the data, download the data. This is a blast to play with. I'm going to put this in the chat because you can look at market trends by county or even closer in some cases in municipality. This is by state, and you can look at this is county level. The heat map for list prices, days on market heat map. You can go to any state. If randomly chose Idaho. And then there's some really cool things down here. So I'd encourage you to horse around. I would actually encourage you to horse around with this as part of your red, green, yellow test period to see, if I'm choosing Idaho is a bad example, but
Texas
yeah,
or Florida.
Florida, sure.
There we go.
You know,
As I'm testing this market,
yeah,
I need to know everything I can about it. And then you might hit some nuggets in here.
yeah. Days on market trend. So you can see there's some seasonality. This is through any given year. The May month in Florida is the slowest, or the best, I mean, the lowest days on market. And then January is the worst for whatever reason, the highest days on market. So it's worth really looking at, and it's really easy to understand visually. Let's look at interest mortgage rates.
Hey, thank you for our YouTube comment. It says you guys have a great relationship. I love watching your videos that you try and help people succeed. Thank you very much.
I say raise your standards.
Huh.
No, thank you. Interest rates um, in the last month, this is September 30th. Let's go to October 1st, or 6% or mortgage rate. Today or yesterday, they're 7%. That's a whole point in 1 month. That is really messing with regular. It really does. It would be better if there was no change for a while.
Mm.
It just keeps it's so volatile. What that I believe the net effect of that is people making any decision whether to buy or to sell are just saying, I'm not.
I'm
What do
not
you mean
doing
1 month? I got a 1 point interest change, right? Change. That's it. Changes your mortgage substantially.
Mm.
And it changes how much you're selling your house for even more substantially. Because when they calculate the payment that they can afford, they're paying a 1% more interest. It lowers the price of the property you're selling, not just your house, but everything. So it's a weird time. Everybody's just kind of doing nothing. The election ending really helped, I think, for a million reasons.
Yeah.
Let's look at this property in New Hampshire that we reviewed. And then after this property, our staff will say goodbye to the public and we'll look at your deals. Please load your deals up and ask your questions in the Q&A, and Jill and I'll get to them. We reviewed a property in New Hampshire that was recently sold by a member. This is the property. It's 12 acres. You don't see a lot of properties in New Hampshire. I really specifically remembering this, and you can see this is a long time ago. It was a buy for, if I remember correctly, around 35 or 40,000 bucks. And it was sold for 1 second, bear with me. So much interesting because it changed. Well, it sold for about 75,000. For whatever reason, Zillow's only showing actively listed properties, and I don't understand. Because when I pulled it up a few minutes before the call, it's showing sold.
I'm not
Let
surprised.
me try.
Could they be having a glitch? Yeah.
It could be,
Glitches happen. Stuff happens.
Let's try this.
I do know North Sutton and 89. It's up somewhere up there. Like,
Well, that kind of backfired. I'm sorry, guys. It was right around here, though.
North Sutton North Road.
I think it's one of these properties.
Hmm.
It is. It's this property. Sold for 70. So it was purchased for no, that's not it.
That's
So
not it.
I'm
It might be
sorry.
on there.
I'm sorry about that. It's just for whatever reason I researched it and it did it and it changed. So thanks very much for joining us.
Yay. I'll
If
get
I
into
had more
yeah.
time, I'm always pressed for time. If I had more time, we could give you some real good examples. And please, if you as members, please load your. I can already see them coming in.
Yeah.
Please load up your questions and deals.
Cool. Thanks. Hello, Michelle. All right, now it's just us. Okay, 5 acres, Franklin County, Virginia.